All right, y'all, just wanted to do a quick video on the big three. My pack, my shelter, and my sleep system. So this is the Arc Blast Z-Pex pack. I've been using this now, probably a year and a half. I have a couple 300 miles on it. It's got a couple holes in it, in the mesh in the back I've had to fix. That's being my own fault. I like this chest pack, which is more like a belly pack for me. I wear it way down low. I carry all my incidentals for the day in it. This is a shoulder pouch where I kept my Spot X generator, so people can track me, and this is for my water bottle. You guys, there's 1,000 reviews on this thing. So anyway, that is my pack. Now on to the sleep system. All right, y'all, so this is my sleep system. This is I've been sleeping now for the last year or so, I guess. Hammock camping. I started out as a hammocker, then went to the tent, and really the older I get, the easier it is on my body to recover if I am in a hammock. So anyway, so the tarp, I start there. Right now it's in porch mode, which is I probably sleep in this mode over 50% of the time. I just enjoy being able to look out at whatever, and I try to. The cool thing about hammock is you get to set it up and pick your view, and it works out really well. But anyway, the tarp is a Wilderness Logics Old Man Winter. It's got the doors on it, and I'll show you that in a second. Closed up. So let's go ahead and show you that real quick. Closed up. All right, so there it is, closed up. Doors closed both sides, front and back. By these trees. There you go. And each one of the doors is held shut by this mechanism right here. Just comes right off. That allows me to open it up. There's my hammock, and we'll go over that in a minute. So that is how it's in storm mode, if you will. All right, so that was in what I like to refer to as storm mode, or both doors closed, completely, enclosed inside. And that, that will cut the wind. There's not a lot of condensation, and it's just a really good sleep mode for the winter and for when it's raining. And seems like every time we go hiking, it's raining. So anyway, the cool thing about this tarp, a couple of cool things, is it's got the tab pullouts right there. So you can pull out the sides and give yourself a little bit more of a ridge line, a little more area up there for getting dressed, or, just for whatever. I don't really have that big a problem. I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'9", 5'9 and a half. So I don't really have that problem, but it's got, if you want to roll the doors up, you can roll them up here. I will show you. I prefer to use these straps right here, and I will just pull it together, and I'll show you that in a little bit too, and strap it all together. Strap the doors up so they don't flop in the wind, and I don't have to worry about untying them. It's a quick fix. So I'll show you all that here in a second. Okay, so there it is, strapped together. These elastic cordages hooked to this, these two hooks make for quick and simple operation. You just pull it up, hook it together. That allows your doors to be, up and out of the way. They're not flopping in the wind. They're not making a lot of racket. You could do it on the inside, and I have done it on the inside, but they tend to take up a little more room, so I like it this way. So, and I've got that cordage, that elastic cordage, on all the corners of my tarp. So, as any hammock camper will say, the ridge line on your tarp has a tendency to give a little in the evening. And so what happens is you wake up and your tarp's not as taut as it should be. Well, those elastic cordages on the corners take up that slack, so it stays good and tight all night long. It's just a great way to hammock camp. Anyway, that's how we keep the doors open when we're not using them in storm mode. So that is my tarp. It's held up by this reflective line and by a couple of figure 9s really quick. I mean, this thing sets up in no time at all. It's got D-rings on all of the connections. It's good and tight, it's good and strong, all seam sealed, watertight. I've never had any issue with that. All right, moving on to my sleep system. That is, oh, I guess I probably should give you the weight. The weight of this tarp is 22 ounces. That's just as you see it. Lines, figure 9s. And I said it, I break down and use that snake skin right there. That is not included in the 22 ounces. I'm not sure, that doesn't weigh anything, but anyway. All right, so equipment. As you can tell, that is an Enlighten Equipment Revolt, which is my underquilt. 10D. It's got adjustments for around your neck, back and forth, around your feet. Just a great piece of equipment. It's rated for 20 degrees. It is 65 inches long, and it comes in at 12.32 ounces. Now, the quilt that I use in there is also Enlighten Equipment. That is the Revelation. They have top quilts, but because there are times when I know I'm going to have to sleep on the ground, I like this quilt better. Comes with the straps that keep it on the pad, and I do carry a pad with me. That comes in at 19.18 ounces. It is also a 20 degree, 850 down tech. It's 10D fabric on the inside and outside with the 20 degree weather resistant strips, front and top and bottom. Just so because I am hammock camping, you have a tendency to get a little bit wet sometimes with mist or fog or whatever. Now, the hammock itself, camouflage. That is the Chameleon from Dutch Wear. Absolutely love that thing. I've been sleeping in it for a while now. It allows you to sleep in either direction diagonally. I'm changing out the bug net. I snagged it a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and tore it. So I'm swapping that out to a little bit bigger bug net, so it just gives me that much more room. It comes in, the Chameleon comes in, it's 11 footer. It comes in at 19.86 ounces. It is held up by tree straps. Those carabiners I swapped out. They're rated for like, I don't know, like 1,000 pounds each. Is unbelievable. Anyway, there's your, that's a 2-inch strap. That is a beetle buckle, which just works great. I mean, this thing sets up in no time at all and allows me the ability to get in out of the rain. And the cool thing about a tarp is there's a ton of room for other people. Now that Tyvek right down there is usually got a couple stakes in it, but I don't want to do that today. I just put a couple logs on it. That's just for getting in and out of the hammock without getting a lot of trash in there. All my tie downs for my hammock are those right there, the quick slips. I love them. Just makes it easy, gives me all kinds of options. I can have this thing set up and inside of it in about 10 minutes. Out of the rain, out of the elements. It just allows me to really enjoy being outside. So anyway, I hope that was not too quick. Hope that made sense to y'all, and I will do a little bit more review of this and how I set it up and take it down. I'm going out coming Thursday. I'll be leaving for Georgia, doing a 2-night, 3-day section hike down there. Just another shakedown, getting ready, and I'll do a demo on how I set this thing up and take it down. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Leave any comments down below. Also, if you liked it, give me the thumbs up. Hope you subscribe, and looking forward to this upcoming year. Later.